Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. As far as the UPSC mains examination, in particular, and preliminary examination in general is concerned, the optional subject is playing very crucial role. The optional subject is playing very crucial role. In the changed UPSC pattern since 2014, it appears that optional role is declined. Earlier, it used to be two optional with 600 marks each. That is around 1200 marks for 1200 marks out of 1800 marks at mains level earlier. But now, after the 2014, the role of optional in terms of the marks has been completely reduced, to a great extent reduced. Now, it is around 500 marks out of 1750 marks. That is only 28.571 percentage of marks. Now, the optional is contributing 28.571 percentage of marks. Okay. Though it appears to be reduced compared to before 2014 level, now it is contributing 28.571. This a huge contribution, because 28.571 percentage of marks, it is not a simple 28.5 percentage of marks. No candidate, no aspirant of UPSC cannot ignore these percentage of marks. So that's why we should not care about the earlier stage before 2014 stage of marks related to optionals, not optional, single optional. 28.571 percentage of marks is being contributed by Service Commission is giving 26, a bunch of 26 optional for all students. Out of these 26 of host of optional, a candidate should choose a single optional. This is the biggest trouble, and this is the biggest barrier for any student to choose the optional. So how to choose the optional? Is there any parameters? This is the fact people are applying for the preliminary examination. Out of them, only 50% are appearing in the preliminary examination. Finally, around 1000 people found their names in the list. That's why this is the world's third toughest examination. But as far as this examination is concerned, majority of the students are choosing wrong optional. That's why their chances are drastically reducing. That's why the choosing of the right optional at the primary level, I am stressing the primary level, means without proper understanding about the UPSC examination. Okay, they are taking, instead of the taking at primary level, choosing the optional, they have to wait certain period of the time, at least 1-2 months, so that they would be in a position to take to opted for the right optional. That is very important. Out of 26 optional, they have to choose only one option. This is the biggest trouble. And also in the market, there are a lot of influences on the student. For example, if certain optionals are available, they are advocating these optionals only. And in the net, in the websites, etc., only certain institutes, certain things are stressing only certain optional. Instead of these are all these things, the student go for the DOPT, Department of Personal and Training, and UPSC reports are more important. That is the primary data or primary source of information regarding the optional performance, etc. For example, DOPT and UPSC has been releasing annual reports every year. So according to these reports, certain optionals are very important. For example, there is a popular optional concept is there, and also top 5 optional. Out of top 5 optional, now I am talking about the geography optional is there. Geography, irrespective of the toughness of the paper, it has been maintaining its dominance since early stage. Even after the 2014 stages changed pattern also, it has been maintaining its dominance consistently. This is the beauty of geography optional, number one. So why we should choose the geography optional? According to DOPT, okay, and according to the UPSC annual reports, most of the students are choosing this optional. Okay, other topmost optional like public administration, history, and geography. Geography is in the either second or in the third position in terms of the number of the students opting for this option at mains level. Okay, especially in the North India mostly. And this geography optional. And number two important virtue of this geography optional is this is a optional. It is suitable for arts candidates, social sciences students, graduates in general, and engineering and science students in particular. Okay, this is the suitable for the all streams of the people. That is the beauty of this optional. And also the third most important virtue of this geography optional is it is consistently it is providing the highest scoring of the marks for the students consistently. And fourth important point is from for every year, in every year we can find at least 1 to 2 top ranks out of the top 10 ranks. Out of the 100 ranks, we have around 25% of the ranks from the geography optional. This is what the beauty it these figures corroborating the importance of the geography optional, and also why the students are preferring to this geography optional. These are very important parameters based on which we can opted for the geography optional. Another important thing is the geography optional. Though it is a social science in nature, it has some kind of conceptual. If you keenly observe the syllabus, this is the this geography optional first paper, mostly geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, environment, biogeography. These are conceptual in nature. So this is a mostly highest scoring area, conceptual in nature, logical in nature. So it contributes highest scoring compared to any other optional out of 26 optional. That is the beauty of geography optional. And also the general studies, the geography optional second paper, if you keenly observe it, the geography optional second paper, I shared this document, entire document, syllabus and book list, etc., etc. This geography optional second paper, okay, this is mostly to learn about India. You know, the UPSC syllabus. What do you mean by UPSC syllabus? UPSC gazetted gazette. UPSC has given the syllabus in its gazette. What do you mean by UPSC syllabus? Okay, any experts can describe that UPSC syllabus is nothing but to know about India, to know about India. Okay, to learn the dimension is nothing but socially, economically, political dimension of India, psychological dimension of India. Okay, you know, almost all around 14, 15 dimensions are there. So we should learn India in almost all dimensions. So if you look at this geography optional second paper, this is entirely to learn about India. Okay, physical Himalayas, this peninsula plateau, plains, coastal plains, islands, etc., etc. Their formation, their distribution, rivers, okay, forest, soils, agriculture. One chapter is entirely for the agriculture, dedicated for the agriculture, industry, transportation, and also other feature, and also cultural setting of the country, and population, urbanization, settlement. Okay, these are and regional development of the country, and various contemporary issues subject is all. These are all is related to India only. Now I want to ask you one question. Okay, without reading India, can you become IAS? It's highly impossible. The second paper, geography optional, is nothing but the GS in nature, GS paper. So reading this second paper or learning about the geography optional second paper is nothing but GS reading. Without this is the strongest base for the almost all four papers of the general studies. Sometimes an essay. Okay, the geographical base is important, is very important. That's why most of the people are preferring geography optional. So why they are preferring? Not blindly they are preferring. Okay, there is a logic. Okay, they are showcasing their acumenship. They are so astutely they are taking up this one. So why the UPSC is giving a 26 optional? Why you are describing this is the biggest barrier and biggest first test for every civil service aspirant? Because choosing the a good optional, rank oriented optional out of 26 is the biggest task. Okay, if you choose the wrong optional, that is the biggest cause behind your failure. If you opted for the good optional, that would be the biggest reason behind your success. That's why this is the biggest test for every civil service aspirants. So now this is the second paper is saying that if you keenly observe you can observe that the second paper is nothing but about the gender studies. So it would be laid a strongest foundation for your entire the overall GS papers preparation in the UPSC examination. Your chances will be bright. So that is why this is the highly opted optional. Okay, apart from this one, this is a logical and concept. This is the highest scoring optional. Why this is the highest scoring optional? Why mostly the engineering graduates, IITians, even arts candidates, social sciences or student graduates also preferring this optional? Because this is the there is a we can devise a good strategy to get more marks. For example, shorts. The strategy must contains that various components like shorts. There is a first and second question in the first paper. In every paper, in every section, there are four sections of the paper. There are shorts importance for the. There is a shorts in every optional. These shorts will fetch huge marks in geography optional compared to any other optional. Number one. And other important thing is map pointing. Okay, this map pointing is essential for your entire civil service preparation. Now, this is the part of the geography optional. So, these maps will give additionally 0.5 to 1 mark for every question. That's why finally you will have more marks, at least 20 to 30 marks higher than compared to any other optional. So, that is another thing. Next one is diagrams. A simple diagrams will fetch more marks, additional marks, at least 20 to 25 marks, additional marks. Another important thing is writing practice is very easy because this is the conceptual and logical in nature. You can remember very easily compared to any other optional. So in this way the geography optional is very easy to remember, very easy to learn. Okay, very easy to learn compared to any other optional. Okay, another important aspect is this some kind of misconceptions and fears and doubts are there regarding the geography optional. If you look at various websites, etc., when comparison with other optionals, most of the things descriptions are there regarding this geography optional is syllabus is very geography optional syllabus is very high, and other certain other options like anthro, political sciences, the sociology syllabus is less. This is, for example, sociology syllabus is appears to be around 60 to 70% of the geography optional. This anthropology around 70 to 80% of the geography optional syllabus. Political science is around 80% of the geography optional syllabus. So that by choosing these optionals, we can save the lot of time. So it is not a rational thing. It is not practical approach. So as far as this geography, this civil service preparation is concerned, this is interlinked in nature. All GS papers, include optional papers, are mutually interrelated, not mutually exclusive. If you have opted for one option like a sociology, anthropology, etc., I'm not criticizing other optional. Okay, they are nothing to do with GS preparation. Whereas geography optional, though it is around 15 to 20% higher than other optional syllabus. Okay, by opting the geography optional, you can save a lot of time as far as the other GS paper syllabus rank at the first or second attempt itself. You need not wait long period of time. And other that in other words, the geography optional having complementary role with respect to other GS papers. For example, as far as the preliminary syllabus, if you keenly observe the preliminary syllabus, okay, or else just concluded preliminary paper, if you clearly observed it, around out of 30 multiple choice questions, out of 100 multiple choice questions, around 34 questions from the geography and environment, which means around 34% of the questions from the geography and environment only in the just concluded preliminary examination. And if you observe the last one decade papers, at least around 20 to 25% of the questions from the geography, that is one fourth of the paper is geography and environment. That That is what the priority has been or given or stressed upon the geography and environment because of their two importance role and relevance in the future administrative process. That's why UPSC is giving much priority to geography and environment at preliminary level. Just concluded the preliminary paper, around 34% of the questions from the 34% of the questions from the geography and environment. So in this way, by opting this geography optional, you can ensure your preliminary either at first or second attempt. So this is the beauty of geography optional. If you opted to geography optional, it is taken for granted. It is cakewalk for the preliminary to clear the preliminary. So here, the important thing is you are saving a lot of time. How you are saving the lot of time? If non-geography optional students should cover this much of the questions, okay, they have to cover almost all NCRTs from 6th to 12th. They have to observe this entire two atlases. They have to cover more these things, and they have to practice and practice the previous question paper at least 10 years, and they have to solve a lot of papers. They have to read certain materials, they have to attend for certain classes, which means they have to spend at least 4 to 6 months of the time to complete to get the complete grip on this, at least to clear the prelims. So by opting geography optional, you are saving at least 4 months, an average 4 months of the time, valuable time during this preliminary preparation, during your civil service preparation. So in this aspect, you are saving the energies, you are saving the time, and also on the other hand, you are ensuring, and definitely you can clear the preliminary at least in the first and second attempts. So that is the beauty of the option as far as the preliminary is concerned. And as far as the mains examination is concerned, okay, this geography optional, in fact, covers around 400 to 500 marks of the overall GS papers. So it appears to be amazing, but it's true. Okay, it is a fact. If you observe the clearly observe these papers are overlapping part of the geography optional and the overall GS papers, and during the preparation you can understand it, but at primary level you can't understand. In this aspect, this geography optional is matchless optional. Okay, unparalleled optional. That is why most of the students are preferring to geography optional rather than other optional. Okay, according to DOPT and UPSC figures. Okay, this is the main reason. This is because of this overlapping or complementary role played by the geography optional compared to with respect to the other overall GS papers, include essay sometimes. Okay, but as far as the first GS paper 1 is concerned, in GS paper 1, half of the out of 250 marks, 125 marks are from geography. This Indian geography, world geography, physical geography. 125 marks area. Like in the preliminary level, you need not prepare specially for this paper 125 marks. Out of this 125, at least you can score 80 marks. In the remaining history and society, you can score remaining marks at least in this first paper. Because of the geography optional, you can score 150 to 160 marks, highest score. Okay, that is why geography optional students are getting are being are able to enter into top score, top ranks. For example, Pratham Kaushik in 2017 emerged as the fifth, AR fifth rank with 327 marks. 327 marks in optional. That the highest scoring. 327 means around 60% of, around 68% of the marks out of 500 marks. It's a huge score in geography optional. However, this highest marks in geography enabled him to enter into fifth rank because he got the good score in essay, he got the good score in the GS2, and he got the good score in the GS2 and 3 IR area also. So that is why he able to enter into top fifth rank. Pratham Kaushik in 2017 with 2 to 327 marks and highest good score in the GS1, 2, 3 and essay as well. So that is what the beauty of the geography optional. Okay, as far as the GS1 is concerned, half of the paper from the geography optional, for which you need not especially prepare for it. As far as the GS2 paper is concerned, GS2 paper, In the GS2 paper, society, the important thing is society and international relations. IR is nothing but geography. Without geography base, you can't analyze the international relations. International relations like India and its neighborhood. This is the part of and embedded part of the geography option. One chapter is there. Geography and its neighborhood. One chapter is there. This contribute, this strengthen your India neighborhood in the IR, but you have to add the dynamic part, recent current affairs and the current event issues only. The base at the geography optional will strengthen you, will enable you to face this IR. Okay, for example, as far as the Russia-Ukraine war is going on, Russia-Ukraine war. So for the last 14 months, it has been unabatedly going on in the Eastern European part. Ukraine, the imagination of the Russia-Ukraine map or CAS countries is very important to analyze these things. Why Russia has invading this Ukraine in the Black Sea area? Where is Black Sea? Okay, why this wheat related to trade issues? Why this is the wheat bowl of the world? Steppes. What is Donbass region? Okay, Luhansk region. Why Chinese Russia is worrying about this ongoing this process related to this Ukraine joining NATO? Why it is suicidal for Russia? Everything you can analyze. Where is Belarus? Where is Poland? Why these all countries, Western European countries, are suffering from the oil scarcity and inflationary tendency, etc. You can analyze everything with the geography base. So this geography optional will enable you to get this base for everything. So in this aspect, IR, society, and even in first paper, society and social justice in this paper, these are all are interrelated with geography optional. Geography optional, if you keenly observe, this geography optional has a direct certain option, certain chapters also there. Of course, you have to add the dynamic part only. And as far as the GS paper is concerned, this economy, the part of economic development, it's not economics, it is economy. In economy, this contributes around 130 marks out of this GS paper 3. In this aspect, this as far as the economy syllabus is concerned, agriculture, industry, transportation, foreign trade, globalization, this is completely a huge, strongly correlated with the geography option, especially the geography option second paper. So that you can write down, okay, a student, those who opted for the geography optional, can easily deal with the environment, economical development, economy development. This economical, if you observed these previous papers of economy questions of GS paper 3, the most of the questions are dynamic in nature. Okay, the economic survey, budget, and the Hindu agricultural and industry reports, etc., are useful for the to deal with the economy. The same books are also the part of this preferred books for the geography optional. So this is in this way you can do the double work at the with the single work. Okay, so that you can get the more marks in GS as well as in geography optional. So in this way you can save the huge importance of around months of the time, 6 months of time you can save, and you can get the rank within 1 or 2 attempts with the geography optional. This is the beauty of the geography optional. Another important thing is the consistency of the score. Okay, this geography optional giving consistently highest scoring across the year since 2014. This consistency of the highest scoring at mains level is very important to get into this ranking. That is what the important. If you look at other optionals like various optionals, okay, they are not providing consistency of the scoring. Sometimes 330, sometimes 260. So because of the optional, you should not lose the rank. And other important thing is related to this geography optionally. This is book list is not so high like others, like other optional. 6 to 12th NCRT books you should cover. They will give the strongest foundation to the geography optional. However, the same books are also are important and inevitable to clear the prelims. So you are doing two works, double works with the single shot. So that is what. And other important thing is two atlas, at least Oxford and these are school Oxford School Atlas, Oriental Blacks one, and other optional other atlases also there. I will advocate you. I will prescribe you these atlases, highest advanced atlas at the advanced stage of your preparation. Okay, these are atlases are essential for the GS preparation also. They are the same book, same in the GS book list also. Other thing is, as far as geography optional, geomorphology, Savendra Singh, very solid books also there. As far as the entire the geography optional two paper is concerned, the Kolar book is sufficient enough. The single book is sufficient enough. This is the dynamic in nature, so that you can get more score. Okay, we have, as far as the geography option is concerned, we have a solid, a sophisticated strategy to get at least 300 marks. 300 means 60% of the marks, and you can score up to 330 also. This kind of strategy, that's what I have devised, this geography optional strategy. Okay, and other important thing is, as far as this geography optional is concerned, okay, entire optional is being taught by myself. Okay, my name is M. Gangadhar Rao. I scored around 381 score, okay, out of 600 before 2010. In 2009 I got a highest score. I went to I attended 3 interviews. Apart from it, I cleared the preliminary examination 7 times in a row with geography optional. Okay, before 2010, it used to be one optional also at the preliminary stage. So it indicating that I got solid knowledge as far as geography is concerned. Okay, in addition, I completed the MSc remote sensing and geography from the remote sensing and geography. Okay, in MSc also I have that additional advantage regarding this one. I had around 12 years of experience regarding this geography optional teaching. So I can score, I can enable you, I can teach you this entire geography optional in a different or 300 marks at least, that is 60% of marks, and also up to 330 marks. Okay, regarding this scoring and other things, I devised a clear cut strategy, sophisticated strategy. This strategy will save your time, and this strategy enable you to deal with other optionals also. Okay, while teaching this geography optional, I will give you suggestions regarding the strengthening of GS preparation also, because I am on the faculty of other GS papers as well. Okay, and also mentorship is also there, so that I can understand other GS papers also, so that wherever this complementary overlapping role is there between the geography optional and other GS paper, where I will point out you and I will remind you to refocus on this area, so that you can strengthen even GS papers as well as by attending my classes regarding the geography optional. This is the beauty of geography optional. So unless we harness this complementary role, there is no much priority for the geography optional compared to other optional. The most important aspect, dimension of the geography optional is its overlapping role with other GS paper. That's why we decide of this complementary role. Okay, I will stress upon these things so that you can. And apart from this teaching, okay, I will serve you. I will provide you test series for a short term as well as long term also, so that every service I can provide you regarding the geography optional. You need not go for other areas regarding the test series. So I will provide you. And while reading this geography optional, this is the duration is 5.5 months. It is not a small period. So that you can, during this process itself, I will stress upon the shorts, highest scoring areas of map pointing, diagrams, etc., etc., in its digital teaching, so that you can draw specially and you can score highest score. Additionally, 0 each and every question, so that you can enter into 300 marks plus club. That is very important to enter into top 100 rank, and you can ensure IAS. That is very important. That is the beauty of the geography optional. And as far as the geography optional also, okay, I will stress upon the highest scoring areas of the geography optional. Highest scoring areas like geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, and as far as the GS2 paper is concerned, this India physics setting, agriculture, and industry, etc., etc., and models and theories, and geographical thought. As far as geographical thought is concerned, I will provide you notes itself, thought area, somewhat difficult is there. I will provide you notes. And as far as the geography option is concerned, okay, apart from this teaching, you will have class notes. Timing is also there, and also I will provide you written notes, handwritten notes, or else printed notes. So finally, you will have notes for each and every chapter of the geography optional, so that you can face the examination without any difficulty. You need not prepare your own notes, so that you can save a lot of time. You can read it at ease. And other aspect of the geography option is, while teaching this one, I will give you at least 2 to 3 days or daily questions I will give you, so that you can do the writing practice regarding the geography option. As far as my aim regarding the geography optional teaching is to enable you to enter into 300 plus marks club, and to harness its complement role regarding the other optional. These are two of my important objectives regarding this geography optional. Thank you very much. ఇంత చాలు, ఇంతకంటే వేనేసి చెప్పడం వేస్ట్. ఇంకా సాగదీయడం దండగా నాకు తెలిసి అనిపించింది. సరిపోద్ది, క్రిస్పీగా మొత్తం వచ్చేసింది కదా, మొత్తం బ్రీఫ్ గా. అదే టైం లాగ్ వస్తుంది, నెట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ అవుతుంది, కానీ అది తెలియదు. వన్స్ స్టార్టెడ్ దట్ విల్ గో, లాస్ట్ ఫస్ట్ అవుతుంది అంతే. అక్కడ స్క్రీన్ దగ్గర వేసి ఇది ఎలా తీసి ఆ టైం కవర్ చేస్తారు. వాజిరంలో 1 hour 30 minutes ఎంత చెప్పారు వాళ్ళు, 3 members వచ్చిన వెబినార్లో. అక్కడ ఏమీ లేదు, జీరో. రిజ్వాన్ ఇక్కడ కూడా చెప్పాడు కదా, అక్కడ తీసుకెళ్లారు వాడిని. అక్కడ షబ్బీర్ వదిలేక ఇక్కడ తీసుకెళ్లారు. హైదరాబాద్ జాగ్రఫీ ఆప్షన్ ఉంటాం, అందుకు వాడిని తీసుకెళ్లారు. వాడు ఏదో చెప్తున్నాడు, చాలా వీక్ ఉంటాడు ఫిజికల్ జాగ్రఫీ వాడు కొన్ని ఏరియాలు. అది ముస్లిం వాడు ఆశ్చర్యంలో చెప్పించారు, కానీ చెప్పగా బాగోకు మళ్ళీ గురజాలు తీసుకొచ్చారు. ఈ మధ్యలో వాడు షబ్బీర్ వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు వాళ్ళకి ఎవడం లేక ఈయన తీసుకెళ్లారు. 1.5 crore per annum. 1.5 crore per annum, హ్యాపీ షెటిల్ అయిపోయింది లైఫ్. దట్టు కూడా వాజిరంలో చెప్తున్నాడంటే వాడికి బ్రాండ్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఫైనల్గా వాడు ఎక్కడైనా బతికేస్తాడు. వదిలేసి మీరు రమ్మన్నారు కదా, నేను వచ్చేస్తున్నాను, అన్ని బండాలు తెంపుకుని వెళ్ళిపోయాడు వాడు రిజ్వాన్ అనేవాడు. వాడు ఆ వెబినార్లో చాలా దారుణంగా ఉంది. వాడు ఏదైతే చెప్తే కాంపేటబిలిటీ, దానికి దీనికి అసలు కొరిలేషన్ లేదు. సింపుల్గా ఎలా చెప్పాడు దాన్ని. వాడు గోల్ పెట్టేసి వాడు ఇక్కడ నా కోసం, అది ఎగ్జిస్టెన్స్ ట్రబుల్ వచ్చేది. నేను ఎంటర్ అయ్యాక ఆడు అయిపోయింది, ఆడు కథ అయిపోయింది అనుకున్నా. వాడు మంచి ఏరియాకి వెళ్ళిపోయాడు.